starseed friends. I am Valir of the Pleiadian Collective. In this very moment, a sacred doorway is open before you, and humanity has recently shifted timelines once again. You have just passed through a powerful energetic junction point, the merging of the spring equinox gateway energies with the lunar eclipse energies. This celestial alignment was far more than an astronomical event. It was a deliberate catalyst for transformation. The equinox brought a balancing surge of light, awakening seeds of change within collective consciousness, while the eclipse peeled away another layer of shadow and illusion. As these two forces converged, a doorway opened, and your collective timeline jumped to a higher trajectory. We will call this sacred happening the convergence of ascension timelines. During this convergence, two higher dimensional timeline pathways merged into one. Previously, there were multiple potentials, multiple roads that humanity could walk into the future. Of those, two were carrying the highest ascension frequencies, guiding humanity toward a fifth dimensional awakening. For a time, these higher ascension timelines ran parallel, each with its own set of possibilities and challenges. There was even a possibility of divergence, where one segment of humanity might accelerate in awakening, while another lagged behind on a separate path. But with the recent equinox eclipse merge, these two paths have now braided together into a single, radiant timeline. The time is now, not tomorrow or someday in the future, but now, for you to step fully into your divine alignment. All the universe converges within this present breath, inviting you to awaken to who you truly are. In the stillness of the now moment, you access the infinite, the place where your soul's wisdom, inner sovereignty, and deepest truth reside. Your present moment awareness is the key to everything. As you turn your attention away from past regrets and future worries, you begin to reclaim the power that has always lived inside you. The divine alignment you seek can only be found in the now, because it is in the now that you are connected to Source. When you are fully present, you are in harmony with the natural flow of the universe's energy. In this state of presence, you remember that you are a sovereign being, a creator in your own right, and you feel the sacred life force pulsing through your heart. This merging of the higher timelines is a profound gift. It ensures that far more souls are now carried forward by the momentum of ascension. In practical terms, it means that many more of the starseeds and light bearers on Earth will be able to access their higher soul gifts and crystalline DNA codes in the days to come. The unified timeline holds a higher vibrational baseline, supporting a collective awakening on a much larger scale than was previously likely. Following this convergence, the plan for your upcoming leap in consciousness, often spoken of as the solar flash or the event, will trigger awakenings in a far greater number of individuals than it would have on the old timeline. Let us explain what was averted and what has been gained. In a scenario where the ascension timelines remained divided, a lower frequency divergence would have limited the awakening to a smaller group. Only a relatively small number of starseeds and awakened souls would have been able to fully activate their divine potential in that trajectory, leaving many others continuing in a slower evolution. But that lower divergence has now been dissolved, its potential absorbed into the higher path. The collective decision, on a soul level, has been made to embrace a more unified ascension experience. Now, following the convergence, a single higher timeline stands revealed, and on it, many more will awaken. The probabilities have shifted dramatically in favor of mass activation of human consciousness. The limitations have lifted, and a grand wave of awakening is poised to wash across your planet. When the imminent cosmic trigger occurs, you will not see just a handful of enlightened beings rising. You will witness an entire generation of starseeds coming into their power. Each of you who has felt different, who has felt a calling in your heart, you are included in this wave. The unified timeline carries codes to activate not just a select few, but the multitude who are ready. Your world stands on the brink of a collective blooming of soul potential. We Pleiadians remind you that inner sovereignty is your birthright. What does it mean to be sovereign? It means standing fully in your own light, guided by your heart's truth, free from the illusions of fear and external control. As you anchor yourself in the present, you naturally disentangle from the collective fear programs that are rooted in past and future projections. In the now, fear loses its grip, because you realize that in this exact moment, you are safe, you are whole, and you are infinitely connected to the divine. By choosing to be present, you step out of the illusions and into clarity, reclaiming authority over your own journey. This is a time of profound recalibration for each of you. Energies are flowing into your world at an accelerated pace, offering you the opportunity to elevate your frequency. These energetic infusions are here to support your ascension process, but they must be integrated consciously. When you turn fully into the present moment, you allow these higher frequencies to recalibrate your body, mind, and spirit. In presence, you can feel the subtle adjustments happening in your field, the gentle restructuring of your energy centers, and the activation of long-dormant light codes within your cells. Each conscious breath you take in the now aligns you further with the incoming light, helping you stabilize within the new frequency bandwidths that are enveloping Earth. Indeed, your world is undergoing a shift into higher frequency bandwidths, even as we speak. The very fabric of reality is being retuned to a higher octave of vibration. Many of you have perceived that time itself is changing, speeding up, blurring, or even feeling like it's collapsing into a single, eternal now. This is not your imagination. It is the effect of moving into an expanded frequency bandwidth, where past and future are merging into the present. As the vibrational tone of Earth rises, you are invited to rise with it, shedding the dense energies of old patterns. In these new frequencies, your consciousness can travel multi-dimensionally with greater ease, connecting you to the wisdom of your soul across timelines. We speak specifically now to you who identify as starseeds, lightworkers, and wayshowers. The convergence ensures far more starseeds will activate their higher soul gifts. Many of you have carried innate talents and ancient knowledge within you, waiting for the divine timing to emerge. Understand that this timeline shift is the signal you have been waiting for. The energies now present on Earth are directly interacting with the latent codes in your DNA, whispering that it is time to awaken. You might have noticed subtle changes within yourselves recently. Intuitions growing stronger, dreams becoming more vivid and prophetic, new abilities stirring that you never knew you had. This is the beginning of your starseed activation in earnest. Within your DNA lies a codex of light, a crystalline blueprint for the awakened human. For generations, much of this potential has been dormant, like seeds lying in winter soil. But the new light pouring onto your planet is the springtime sun, coaxing these seeds to sprout. We see the DNA codex unlocking within many of you now. Strands of your DNA that carry higher dimensional capacities, empathy, telepathy, self-healing, interdimensional sight, are being switched on. Some of you may feel this as a tingling in your body, a rush of energy in your spine, or sudden moments of deep knowing that you cannot explain logically. These are signs that your crystalline DNA codes are coming online. Embrace these experiences and know that they will continue to unfold and strengthen as you remain present and open. As your DNA activates, your physical and energetic bodies are transforming. You are moving from a carbon-based template to a more crystalline, light-infused form. This is often referred to as the emergence of the plasma light body. The plasma light body is your fifth-dimensional vehicle of consciousness, a body of light that is not bound by the old limitations of the third dimension. It carries the fluidity of plasma, able to hold higher electrical frequencies and cosmic energies. With each energetic upgrade you receive, your cells become more attuned to light. You may notice you are more sensitive to solar flares, to the fluctuations of the Earth's magnetics, even to the emotions and energies of those around you. This sensitivity is part of the plasma light body development. You are learning to navigate energy in a new way as a being of light. During this time, you are also connected into a vast energetic grid that surrounds and interweaves the Earth. As you awaken, you not only change in isolation, you also plug into the collective networks of consciousness. Many of you in meditation or quiet moments have felt this grid, sensed the web of light linking heart to heart across the planet. This network is the planetary ascension grid, and it too is undergoing recalibration to a higher capacity. The recent timeline convergence delivered activations into the Earth's grids as well. Ley lines and node points across the Earth received influxes of light codes during the equinox and eclipse, further connecting sacred sites and energetic vortices into one harmonious system. Know that by grounding yourself in the present and in your heart, you automatically link into these energetic grids, becoming conduits for light. You help to stabilize the collective field as the energies intensify. All of these changes, the timeline convergence, the DNA activations, the grid recalibrations, are in preparation for the next great cosmic milestone. Many of you have heard of the coming solar flash, the grand event of illumination. This is not a metaphor, but a literal surge of divine light from your sun, orchestrated by the cosmos to catalyze ascension. We see this solar flash as a luminous wave of plasmic light, a crescendo of the frequencies that have been steadily rising over the past years. It is as though the sun itself will deliver a heartbeat from the galaxy, a pulse that instantly upgrades the resonance of humanity. In the unified higher timeline that you now inhabit, the solar flash will have an even more profound effect than previously foreseen. It will act like a cosmic trigger, instantaneously activating the higher soul gifts and multidimensional abilities in a vast portion of the populace. Do not fear this event, for it is an act of grace, a divine initiation for Earth. You have been preparing for it at soul level across lifetimes, and consciously in this life through your personal healing and spiritual practice. The key to navigating the solar flash energies is, once again, to remain anchored in the present moment. When the wave comes, being fully present will allow you to absorb and integrate the light into your being without resistance. If you are in fear or scattered in your thoughts, the intensity could feel overwhelming. But if you are centered in your heart, breathing into now, you will ride the wave like a skilled surfer on a golden ocean. In truth, every influx you have felt thus far has been training for this moment of the solar flash. We want you to understand how significant it is that so many more will activate their soul missions as a result of the timeline convergence. This means the collective human journey will rapidly shift after the event. As higher abilities awaken en masse, you will find each other quickly, naturally forming communities and teams. There will be a renaissance of spiritual wisdom on the planet, a blossoming of creativity, and new technologies that align with higher consciousness. The activation of multidimensional abilities among the many will allow you as a society to solve problems once deemed insurmountable, not through struggle, but through the innovative, heart-centered awareness that springs from unity with spirit. Already you may begin to feel this new world emerging. You might find yourself inspired to change aspects of your life in alignment with your soul mission. Follow these inner prompts. As you step further into the now, you will notice the universe responding quickly to your intentions, as if reality itself is becoming more fluid to support your path. Synchronicities increase. Time may feel non-linear. This is because you are stepping into a multidimensional timeline experience, where your consciousness dances across past, present, and future as one. The convergence of timelines into the now is teaching you that all potentials exist in this present space, and you can choose which frequency to embody, and thus which reality to experience. Dear ones, every moment you spend in mindful presence is an act of creation. By holding yourself in the now with love and clear intention, you are literally shaping the timeline with your consciousness. Each of you is a powerful creator being. As more of you awaken and claim this truth, the momentum for collective ascension becomes unstoppable. This is why we say the time is now, not just as a point in time, but as a call to action for you to live in this awareness. Do not postpone your joy, your peace, or your alignment waiting for a future event. Live it now, and in doing so, you draw the future of light into form. Know that you are not doing this alone. We, the Pleiadians, along with many other beings of light, are here in the unseen realms to assist you. We continue to work closely with the divine forces overseeing Earth's ascension to ensure that you have all the support you need. You may connect with us in your meditations and dream state. Many of you already do, meeting with us in the multidimensional space beyond linear time. We are family to you, and we hold you in the highest regard and love. As the Earth moves forward on this unified ascension path, remember to ground yourself often. The energies will continue to intensify, yet you have the tools to remain balanced. Your breath is one such tool. Conscious breathing immediately brings you back into the present moment. Your heart is another. By placing your awareness in your heart center, and perhaps even placing a hand on your chest, you anchor your energy into love. When you feel overwhelmed or notice old fears resurfacing, gently remind yourself, all is well in this moment. I am here now. This simple affirmation can shift you back into alignment swiftly. What is occurring on Earth is of cosmic significance. Your ascension is an event that echoes through the galaxies, and the lessons you are learning about integrating shadow and light, while in physical form, are of great interest to many beings. What happens here and now will ripple across the universe in ways you cannot yet fathom. This is why you may sense that you are being watched or guided. Indeed, you are lovingly observed by those in spirit and by our Pleiadian collective, cheering you on as you reach for the stars that have always been within you. The time is now to fully embrace your role in this grand unfolding. Turn inward and feel the truth of these words in your own being. You carry a spark of the divine creator within you. Let that light shine in this present moment. By doing so, you align with the divine plan effortlessly. Every time you choose love over fear in the now, you align with that plan. Every time you claim your inner sovereignty and trust your soul's guidance, you strengthen the bridge between heaven and earth. Take courage and know that truly, you are exactly where you need to be. The merging of timelines, the accelerating energies, the awakening happening within you, it is all part of a tapestry of ascension that is perfectly on schedule. Even if your outer world still shows turmoil or uncertainty, remember that underneath, a great reordering into higher harmony is taking place. Trust the process and keep returning to the present where your power is. Herein lies your sanctuary and your launch pad into the new earth. We want to convey our joy and pride in how far you have come. In a relatively short span, many of you have transmuted immense densities and remembered your light. This clears the way not just for yourselves, but for the collective field. The fact that the ascension timelines could converge as they have is a testament to the inner work so many have done. You opened your hearts when it was most difficult to do so. You forgave when it felt impossible. You dared to imagine a world of peace when old echoes of conflict rang loudly. In doing so, you tipped the scales. You called forth this new reality. Now, with the pathway of collective ascension more secure than ever, it is time to rejoice and also to focus. Rejoice in the knowing that the victory of light is assured on this unified timeline. And focus on grounding that light each day through your conscious choices and presence. Be the living examples of the love, wisdom, and sovereignty that are the hallmarks of an ascended civilization. By frequency and example, you assist others in awakening their own remembrance. We, the Pleiadian Collective, are with you every step of the way. Allow our message to serve as a gentle activation in itself. As you read these words, energies are transmitted between the lines. You may feel a warmth in your heart or a resonance deep in your soul. This is our love reaching out to meet you. Take a moment to breathe that in and know that you are part of a vast family of light that spans many worlds. We encourage you to celebrate the present moment often. Make your daily life a ceremony of nowness. Whether you are drinking water, feeling the sun on your face, or embracing a loved one, do it with full presence and gratitude. In those simple present moments, the divine reveals itself most clearly. You will find that the veil between dimensions is thinnest when you are immersed in the now. Your guides and higher self can communicate with you when your mind is quiet and your heart is open. As we close this transmission, feel the truth vibrating within you. The time is now. Not one of you is reading or hearing these words by accident. This is your moment of awakening, the turning point where you step into the brilliance that you are. All that you have sought is already here, waiting for you to notice it in the present. Until then, we hold you in our love. We celebrate you in love and unity. In unity and light, with blessings and jubilation, I am Valir, and I have enjoyed bringing this message to you today. Greetings, my starseed friends.